my name is Ryan Sweet. I'm an early career research fellow in the School of English and the Leeds Humanities Research Institute here at the University of Leeds. I'm talking to you today to introduce you to the video content for my event, which is the first instalment of a two-part series, and the name of the event is Going to the Dogs, a workshop series on research at the intersection of disability and animal studies. The event today is going to feature three talks from three academics from different backgrounds. We have Sunny Harrison, who is a PhD candidate here in the Institute of Medieval Studies. We have Karen Sayer, who is a professor of history at Leeds Trinity University, and we have Leah Burch, who's also a PhD candidate here at Leeds in the School of Sociology and Social Policy. They're each going to be tackling the intersection of disability and animal studies from a slightly different perspective. So the first two of our speakers are going to be approaching the concept of animal impairment or animal disability. So Sunny's work focuses on horse medicine from the late medieval period. And he's going to be propounding the idea that animals in this time were considered kind of on a spectrum of disability with humans, identifying a clear intersection between animal and human health in the period. The second speaker, Karen, she's going to problematise that idea somewhat and I think ask questions about the extent to which we can consider disability as an appropriate term to label animal impairment in the 19th century. And then the final speaker, Leah, is going to take us into the contemporary and consider how animalisation occurs in disablist hate speech. So to tell you a little bit more about myself and my interest in the topic, during my PhD at the University of Exeter, where I was investigating literary representations of prosthetic body parts, I discovered a bizarre trope of fiction and journalistic material to do with animals with prosthetics, which was something that I was, I guess, surprised about to begin with, but also intrigued by. And it was through following that pathway that I began to think much more broadly about the intersections between discourses of disability and animalisation in the 19th century. And so now my work is investigating other cultural and literary fields, including the Victorian freak show, and also the way that, for instance, animality was used as a framework in medical and literary texts in the 19th century in describing people with disabilities, and also relationships between disabled people and non-human animals. So, for instance, the popular image of the blind beggar and his dog.